Welcome to yoga. Our class today, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, will include focus on gratitude and also include postures to help aid digestion. We will begin in a seated position, and you're welcome to sit either in a chair, on a mat. You could sit on the floor. If you have a cushion or a block you may wish to sit on that. So come to make yourself comfortable. And once you settle into your seat, allowing the eyes to close or gaze very softly down towards the floor. Beginning to shift your awareness inward. And noticing how you are feeling in this moment. Sitting tall with the shoulders relaxed. And bring your awareness to the parts of your body that are in contact with the floor. Sensing your connection to the earth beneath you. Receiving the support from the earth and feeling grounded and stable. And now bringing your attention to the breath. Without changing anything, noticing the natural quality of the breath. Notice if the breath feels deep or shallow. Be aware of where in your body you could sense the movement of the breath. And now begin to deepen the breath, breathing in and out through the nose. And at each inhalation, feeling a full expansion through the torso as the lungs fill. And as you exhale, emptying the lungs completely and drawing the navel in towards the spine. Again, inhaling, allow the belly to soften and expand. And exhaling, gently drawing the navel towards the spine. Continuing this deep belly breathing. Giving a gentle massage to the abdomen as you allow the belly to expand and then draw the belly in as you exhale. Invite the mind towards stillness, focusing on the breath and the sensations in the body as you breathe. Noticing now where in your body you could sense the movement of the breath. And allow that sensation of movement to expand throughout the body. With each inhalation, imagine filling the whole body with air. And exhaling, emptying fully. As you breathe in, inviting in peace and stillness. Exhaling, letting go of stress and negativity. Continue the slow, deep breath. And bring the hands to prayer position in front of the heart and dropping the chin to the chest, coming into a gesture of gratitude. And bringing to mind someone or something you are grateful for in this moment. Notice what changes when you direct your thoughts towards gratitude. And as we prepare to move into practice, I invite you to allow your practice to be guided by gratitude. Being grateful for each breath, each moment, and feeling grateful for your body exactly as it is in this moment. And as always, you are welcome to rest, modify, or adjust your practice in any way to best serve your needs. And now releasing the hands and sitting with the legs extended out in front of you. Giving the legs a little release after sitting for a bit. Sitting tall with the shoulders relaxed and the hands resting by your sides. Give the legs a little shake from side to side to release. Give the knees a little bounce. And now come into a cross-legged seated position. And sitting tall with the shoulders relaxed, hands resting on the knees. Begin to circle the torso. You may wish to start off with small circles and then gradually make them larger. Keep breathing deeply in and out through the nose and find a way to coordinate the breath with the movement. And circling around once more in this direction. And then pause and reverse and move your circles in the other direction. And now begin to make the circles a little bit smaller. And then gradually finding your way back to stillness. And now placing the hands on the floor in front of you. Lift the hips and transition onto hands and knees. And you can get there in any way that works for you. And as you come onto the hands and knees, you're welcome to rest on the palms, on fists, or on the elbows, whichever feels best on the wrist today. And you can always shift between those options. If you're on the hands, placing the wrists under the shoulders with the fingers spread wide, pressing into each fingertip and knuckle to distribute your weight and keep a soft bend in the elbows. Knees are underneath the hips, tops of the feet resting on the floor. Elongate the spine by extending the tailbone and the crown of the head away from one another. Broaden through the chest and move the shoulders down the back. And now on your next inhalation, lift the tailbone, soften the belly, open the chest, and gaze upward, coming into a dog stretch. And on your next exhalation, draw the tailbone under, rounding the spine, moving the chin towards the chest into cat. And moving back and forth, inhaling as you arch into dog, and then exhaling as you round into cat. You're welcome to close the eyes or gaze softly as you prefer. And inviting the mind to stay focused on the breath and the sensations in the spine and body as you move. Moving once more in each direction, and then returning to a neutral spine. And now extending your right leg back, bringing the ball of the foot to the mat and keeping the heel lifted. And rock forward and back, giving a stretch to the calf and the leg. And now coming to hold, pressing out through the heel. Keeping your head and neck in line with the spine. Keep breathing. And on your next inhalation, lifting the leg so that the heel is extended from the hip and circle the foot at the ankle. Circling in one direction and then pausing to reverse and circling in the other direction. Now we'll work on warming up the core and the core in the center of the body. So release the circles, and on your next inhalation, drawing that right knee in towards the chest or towards the forehead, and then exhale, kicking the leg back. You can move faster or slower here, and as you exhale and kick the leg back, exhaling through an open mouth and releasing a soft sigh. And once more, and holding that leg out behind you. And then lowering the foot down. Again, ball of the foot is on the mat and the heel is lifted. And then we'll begin to circle from the opposite arm. So coming onto the fingertips of your left hand. And as you inhale, sliding the fingertips forward and then circling the arm overhead and behind you. Back down to the floor. And as you circle the arm, allow the spine, head, and neck to follow the movement. Inhaling as you lift the arm and exhaling as you circle the arm back and around. And circling that arm around once more, and then holding the arm as it reaches overhead. Lengthening through the fingertips, keep flexing out through the heel of the back foot. And now exhaling, circling the arm back and around, returning the palm to the floor. Now sliding that right leg along the floor out to the side so it's at a 90-degree angle from the hip. And now shifting your weight into the left hand as you extend your right arm out to the side and then overhead. Arm is reaching straight up from the shoulder. And now circling the wrists and fingers overhead. Moving in one direction and then reversing. And give that arm a little shake. And extend long through the fingertips once again, breathing, gazing up towards the sky. And now exhaling, slowly releasing, lowering back down, stepping that foot in, returning to table. And before moving to the other side, we'll release in puppy. Keeping the hips lifted, slide the arms forward and lower the forehead or chest towards the mat. You may wish to rest the forehead on the floor or allow the head to hover. If you have a block handy, you're welcome to rest a block under the forehead. One more full breath here. And now on your next inhalation, slide the hands underneath the shoulders, lifting the spine back up and returning to table position and preparing now for the opposite leg. Getting yourself situated in table, wrists under shoulders. Soft bend in the elbows. Open through the chest as you lengthen through the spine. And now extend your left leg back. Bringing the ball of the foot to the mat and lifting the heel. And rocking forward and back. And now coming to hold, pressing out through the heel. And now lifting the leg so the heel is extended in line with your hip. And circle the foot at the ankle. Moving in one direction and then the other. And now pressing out through the sole of the foot, lengthening the leg. And we'll strengthen and warm up the core some more. So inhaling, drawing the knee in towards the chest or the forehead. Exhaling through an open mouth as you kick the leg back. And moving at your own pace here. And one more time. And extending the leg back. And lowering the foot down to the mat once again, keeping the heel lifted, ball of the foot on the mat. And now shifting your weight into your left hand, begin to slide the right fingertips towards the front of your mat, circling the arm overhead, and then exhaling, circling that arm back towards the mat. And move with the breath here and allow the spine, head, and neck to follow the movement of the arm. And now the next time that the arm reaches overhead, holding here, gazing up towards the fingertips. Keep pressing out through the back heel and breathe. Feel free to make any adjustments or come in and out of the stretch as you like. And now on your next exhalation, circling the arm back and around, returning to the mat. And now slide the left leg along the floor out to the side in line with your hip. Shifting the weight now into the right hand. Extending the left arm out to the side and then overhead. Again, reaching long through the fingertips, keeping the spine long. Open through the chest and draw the shoulder blades towards one another. And now circling the wrists and fingers overhead on this side. And now reversing. Giving the arm and hands a shake. And reaching out long through the fingertips once again. And now exhaling, slowly lowering the arm down. And stepping that leg back into table. And once again, releasing into puppy, keeping the hips lifted, sliding the arms forward, lower the forehead or chest to meet the mat or to hover. Now relaxing the arms, turning the palms to face upward. And now returning the palms to the floor. Inhaling as you make your way back up towards table in preparation for downward facing dog. So in downward dog, you're welcome to rest on the palms, or if you'd like, you could come into a variation of downward dog, remaining on the elbows and forearms if that's better for the wrists right now. From table, making your way into dog, lifting the tailbone and opening the chest, and bring the balls of the feet to the mat. Drawing a breath in, and then as you exhale, begin to lift the knees, lift the hips. And keeping the heels lifted, press and the knees slightly bent. Press your tailbone up and back towards where the ceiling and wall meet behind you. Moving the shoulder blades down the back. And aim the crown of the head to the space between your hands. And now pedal out the legs, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel to the mat and then alternating. And now pressing both heels down towards the earth. Breathe. And now soften the knees. Walk the feet towards the hands, coming to hang in a forward fold. Releasing the crown of the head. Soft bend in the knees. Placing the hands now on the shins. Inhale, lifting halfway so that the spine is parallel to the earth. And then exhale, fold forward. And now press the feet into the mat, hands to hips. Pull the navel in towards the spine and inhale as you slowly lift all the way to standing, keeping a long neutral spine. Taking your time. And when you come to standing, taking a few deep breaths as you adjust to standing upright. And now rolling the shoulders. Inhaling as you lift the shoulders up towards the ears, and then exhaling, rolling the shoulders back and down. Moving with the breath and rolling the shoulders once more, and then releasing the arms down. Now step the feet a little bit wider than hips width apart, bringing the hands to the hips. Bend the knees slightly and begin to circle the hips. Keep breathing naturally in and out through your nose. And you're welcome to make these circles large or small, moving at your own pace. Now pausing here to reverse, circling in the other direction. And now begin to make those circles a little bit slower and a little smaller. And gradually returning to stillness. And give a little shake to one leg and then the other. Now standing tall with the feet hips width apart. And really grounding the bottoms of the feet down towards the earth. Feeling your weight evenly distributed between the balls and heels of the feet. And now engaging the legs and bringing your pelvis into a neutral alignment, lengthening through the abdomen and the lower back. Broaden through the chest and relax the shoulders. Lengthen through the head and the neck so the chin is parallel to the earth, standing in simple mountain pose. And now on your next inhalation, lifting the arms out to the side and overhead, and then bending the elbows, clasping opposite elbows with the hands, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Press into the feet, lengthen through the spine as you inhale, and then as you exhale, stretching the torso over to one side. Pull the navel towards the spine as you inhale and return to center. Exhale, reaching to the other side. Navel to spine as you inhale to center. And continue to reach from side to side. And as the torso reaches in one direction, pressing the hip in the opposite direction. The next time you pass through center, pause and reverse the arms, bringing the opposite arm in front, opposite arm behind, and continue to reach from side to side and keep lengthening through both sides of the torso. And keep the head and neck in line with the spine. And the next time you reach over to whichever side you're heading towards, coming to hold, you're welcome to continue to hold onto the elbows. Or if you'd like, you could clasp the hands together with the index fingers extended and straighten the arms overhead. So there's no need to reach over as far as you possibly can, but come to a place where you feel a comfortable sensation and are able to hold. Keep pressing out through the opposite hip, lengthening through both sides of the torso. And moving to your fullest expression for another breath. And now press into the feet, navel to spine. Inhale as you slowly make your way back to center. And pausing here for a moment, continuing to hold opposite elbows or reach the arms overhead. Relax the shoulders. Pause to notice how one side of the body feels in relation to the other. And now we'll balance it out by moving to the other side. Pressing into the feet, lengthening through the spine. Relax the shoulders. Lengthening as you inhale. Exhale as you stretch over to the side. Pressing the hips in the opposite direction. So keeping your spine long, chest open, shoulders relaxed. You could try backing off or moving deeper, seeing what feels right for you. Be careful not to stretch to the point of strain or discomfort. And now press into the feet, navel to spine. Inhale as you slowly make your way back to center. And as you exhale, lowering the hands down to prayer position in front of the heart, relaxing the shoulders. Closing the eyes or gazing softly towards the floor. Feeling the heartbeat with your thumbs. Returning to this gesture of gratitude. Noticing what you feel grateful for now in this moment. Allowing yourself to appreciate your body just as it is. Releasing the arms down. Give a little shake to one leg and then the other. We'll prepare next to move into warrior pose and variations. So coming to stand at the front of your space. And stand tall with the feet hips width apart. Relaxing the shoulders and bringing the hands to the hips. Draw a breath in, and then as you exhale, stepping your right foot back, bending deeply into your left knee. So keeping the feet hips width apart, back heel is lifted. And you could keep the back foot in a little bit closer in a shorter stance for more stability, or you could slide the ball of the foot towards the rear of your space for a deeper stretch. So find a position that is just right for you. And now bending into both knees and then straightening both legs. Challenging your balance a bit and preparing the legs for warrior. Now bend into both knees. And now square the hips forward, bringing the right hip slightly forward, left hip slightly back. Draw the tailbone down. And now straighten through the back leg, pressing out through the heel, strengthening and activating the back leg for stability. Drawing the thighs towards one another, lifting the chest and relaxing the shoulders. And you're welcome to keep the hands on the hips, or you may release the arms. And as you inhale, lifting the arms overhead, and the arms are welcome to stay wide apart, or you could bring the arms closer together as you prefer. Keep lengthening through the head and the neck. Chin is parallel to the floor. Breathing deeply in and out through the nose. And now we will add a twist, bringing the hands to prayer position in front of the heart. And as you exhale, twisting to your left side, bringing the right elbow above the left knee. And now pressing the hands together. Spiral through the torso and see if you could bring the center of the chest in line with the thumbs. Keep pressing out through the back heel, keep lengthening through your spine and breathing. One more breath here. And then inhaling, lifting the torso. Returning to center, releasing the arms overhead, and then exhaling, lowering the hands to frame the front foot, coming into a high lunge. And then as you exhale, stepping the back foot forward, coming into a forward fold, relaxing the crown of the head. Bringing the hands to the shins, inhale halfway so the spine is parallel to the earth. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the hands to the hips, press into the feet, navel to spine. Inhale, as you hinge from the hips with a long neutral spine, making your way all the way up to standing. Reaching the arms out and overhead. Exhale, lower the hands to prayer position in front of the heart. Closing the eyes or gazing softly. And returning to the heartbeat, noticing what you're feeling in this moment. And again, directing your thoughts towards gratitude. Release the arms, give a little shake to one leg and then the other. And coming to the front of your mat once again to repeat these postures on the other side. Standing in tall mountain with the feet hips width apart, shoulders relaxed. Hands come to the hips. Draw a breath in. As you exhale, step or slide that left leg back as you bend deeply into your right knee. The feet are hip width apart, the back heel is lifted. And now bend into both knees and then straighten both legs. And the next time you bend into both knees, pause here. Square the hips forward. Draw the tailbone down. And straighten that back leg, drawing the thighs towards one another. And you're welcome to keep the hands on the hips or release the arm and inhale, bringing the arms up and overhead. The arms could be wide apart or closer together. You can interlace the hands together overhead if you like, with the index fingers extended. Choosing your variation. more breath here in warrior one. And then we'll prepare to add the twist. Bringing the hands to prayer position in front of the heart. Lengthen through the spine as you inhale, and then as you exhale, begin to twist. Bringing the left elbow above the right knee. And rotate through the torso. See if you could bring the center of the chest to meet the thumbs. Elbows are stacked. Keep pressing out through the back heel. Lengthen through the spine and breathe. One more full breath here if that's available to you. And then press into the feet, navel to spine. Inhale as you release, lifting the spine upright. Bringing the arms overhead once again. And then exhale, hinging forward, lowering the hands to frame the front foot, coming into a high lunge. And now stepping the back foot forward to meet the right. Releasing into a forward fold, keeping the knees soft. Hands come to the shins. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the hands to the hips, press into the feet. Inhaling, lifting upright, taking your time. Bringing the arms out to the side and overhead. Exhaling, drawing the hands to the heart. Close the eyes or gaze softly. Relax the shoulders. Pause to receive. Noticing the effects of your standing postures. Being aware of whatever you're feeling without judgment. Once again, returning to the focus of gratitude. Noticing what you are grateful for. Sending appreciation to your body, being grateful for your body in this moment. Releasing the arms down, giving a little shake to one leg and then the other. And we'll prepare to head towards the floor. We'll move through a half sun salutation to make our way there. So standing tall with the feet hips width apart, arms by the sides. Relax the shoulders. Inhale as you reach the arms up and overhead, bringing the palms to touch. And then as you exhale, extend the arms to T position. Hinging forward into your forward fold, relaxing the crown of the head. Hands come to the shins. Inhale, lift halfway, spine is parallel to the earth. And then exhale, soften forward. Bend the knees as much as you need to in order to bring the hands to the mat, and then step one knee back and then the other as you lower down into a table position. And from here, you can either move into puppy once again or join me in child. So for child, the big toes come together. Knees are a little wider than hips width apart. And lower the bottom to the heels. And you could release the forehead to the floor. The head could hover, or you could place one hand on top of the other to rest your forehead on your hand. Breathe and relax here in child. Keeping the knees wide enough apart so there's plenty of space for the breath. Let's see See if you could send your breath into the back of the body. Allow the belly to expand and press towards the thighs on each inhalation. As you exhale, empty fully. On your next inhalation, sliding the hands underneath the shoulders and lifting the torso upright. And slowly swinging the legs around, coming into a seated position with the legs extended, keeping the legs a little shake from side to side. And from here, we'll make our way onto our backs. So bend the knees, bringing the feet to the floor. And then roll down onto the back. So taking a moment here to settle into the mat. See if you could bring a little bit more of the upper back and shoulders in contact with the floor. And keep the head and neck long, tucking the chin in slightly. Resting the hands by your sides. Feet and knees are hips width apart. From here, we'll prepare to ease into bridge pose. So pressing the feet into the earth, inhaling, allow the hips to rise away from the floor, and then exhaling, lowering the hips back down. So start off with small movements and then gradually expanding. Inhaling, allow the hips to rise. Exhaling, lower down. Working with the breath. Inhaling, allowing yourself to inflate like a balloon as the hips rise into the air. And then exhaling, deflating, lowering back down to the mat. You're welcome to stay here with the lifting and lowering. You can take a rest, or you're welcome to join me in holding bridge pose. So you might wish to lift the hips so that they're in line with the shoulders and the knees. If it's accessible, you can lift the hips a little bit higher. You're welcome to keep the palms by your sides. Or if it's accessible, you have the options to take hold of the ankles. Or you could clasp the hands together and wiggle one shoulder blade at a time underneath you, keeping the arms straight. Opening a little bit more through the chest and lifting the hips. Keep breathing deeply in and out through your nose, feeling the belly expand on each inhalation. Navel moving towards the spine as you exhale. You're always welcome to slowly lower down and take a rest. Or you could back off a little bit or move a little bit deeper, more deeply, exploring the pose, seeing what works for your body right now. And if you like, holding bridge for one more full deep breath. if you have clasped the hands together, slowly releasing them by your sides, returning one shoulder blade at a time to the floor, and then exhaling as you very slowly lower through the upper back, through the rib cage, and gradually releasing the hips to the mat. Slide the feet towards the bottom of your mat, bringing the knees together to touch, allowing the legs to relax. Notice the sensations of release. Receiving the energy and sensations of bridge pose, sit to Bandhasana. And now extending the arms to T position and drop the knees from side to side, releasing the lower back. And now bringing the knees back to center. Feet and knees are hips width apart, arms by the sides. Now hug your right knee in towards the chest, taking hold of the knee or the shin. You're welcome to keep the left knee bent with the left foot on the floor. Or if you'd like, you could slide the foot away from you, straightening the leg. Coming into your variation of Pavana Muktasana when relieving pose. So keep lengthening through the back of the neck, keeping the head and shoulders on the mat as you hug the right knee in close. As you hug the right knee in, each time that you inhale, feeling the belly expand and press towards the thigh. And as you exhale, hugging that right knee in a little bit closer. Keeping that knee hugged in close as you continue that deep belly breath. Belly expanding towards the thigh on each inhalation. Doing a massage to the digestive organs. And one more full breath here. And now bringing the hands to the back of the right thigh as you straighten the leg up in the air and circle the foot at the ankle. Moving in one direction and then reversing. And releasing the circles, flexing through the foot. Relax the arms by your sides, palms to the floor. And now pull the navel towards the spine, and as you exhale, taking several breaths as you slowly lower the leg down to the mat, taking your time. After you release the leg, allow the legs to relax and notice how one leg feels in relation to the other. Giving the legs a little shake from side to side. And now bending both knees once again, bringing the feet to the mat. And now drawing the left knee in towards the chest, holding the knee or the shin with both hands. Keep the shoulders, upper back, and head on the mat, tucking the chin in slightly. And you're welcome to keep the right knee bent, or you could extend that leg along the floor. And each time that you exhale, hugging that left knee in close. Keeping the knee pulled in as you inhale and expand through the belly. And giving a massage to the internal organs. And holding Pavanamuktasana for one more full deep breath. And now bringing the hands to the back of the left thigh, straightening the leg, extending the foot up in the air, and now circling the foot at the ankle. And reversing. And holding the foot flexed overhead, release the arms by your sides, palms to the earth. Beginning on your next exhalation and taking several breaths. Slowly lowering the leg all the way down to your mat. Take your time. After you release, pause again to receive. Give the legs a shake from side to side. And now bending the knees and hug both knees into the chest. Keep hold of a knee in each hand. And pulling the knees in, and again, as you inhale, feeling the belly press towards the thighs. Exhaling, hug the knees in a little closer. And now releasing the legs and preparing for Shavasana, a final relaxation. So coming to lie on your back, or if you prefer, you could lie on your side. Allowing the legs to relax. Relax the arms by your sides with the palms facing upward. Bring a little bit more of the shoulders and upper back in contact with the floor, and tuck the chin just slightly to keep the back of the neck long. Close the eyes and allow the body to relax. Bringing your attention to the parts of your body that are in contact with the floor. Sensing the earth beneath you. Receiving the support of the earth. Feel the muscles of the body growing warm, soft, and heavy. Allowing the body to fully relax. And inviting the mind towards stillness. Allow the body and mind to let go, soften, and receive the benefits of your practice. And now, very gradually begin to deepen your breathing, making some small movements with the fingers and the toes. And one at a time, hugging the knees into the chest and rolling over onto your right side, coming into a fetal position. Taking a moment here to acknowledge your efforts and dedication. Now pressing your hands into the mat and mindfully making your way to a comfortable seated position, sitting tall with the eyes remaining closed. And bringing the hands to prayer position in front of the heart. Once again, noticing what you are grateful for in this moment. I invite you to take this spirit of gratitude with you into your day. Om Shanti, peace. May the peace in our hearts bring peace into the world. Dropping the chin to the chest. Namaste. I honor the light in you.